Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video is a very different video. It talks about not really skills, but it talks about why every man needs a side hustle. And if you're wondering why I'm looking there, it's because I've got another screen there. So yeah, it just talks about why every man needs a side hustle. I I believe that it's not just about every man. I believe that everyone needs a side hustle, not because they are incapable, you know, but because they this world is not enough, you know. Like, you can't be doing one thing in this world and expect to get ahead. The world that we live in now is everyone is trying to get ahead. Men, female, they're both trying to get ahead in life. And the way by doing that is by doing multiple things, having multiple skills. Forgive me if I sound a bit raspy, my voice. I'm recovering from sickness. But yeah, doing one thing is not enough. You have to find something to do on the side. And if you're currently doing one thing, then what I would suggest is find another skill, find something else to do. Don't just be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. If I open my laptop here, I need to minimize the thing. Okay. What is the definition of insanity? It's over there. Inability to think and behave in ways considered to be normal, rational, especially on account of serious mental illnesses. Rare. Doing the same, literally popped up. Same thing. First instant. Yeah, there it is. I knew I was not being crazy. The phrase doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is a popular proverb often incorrectly attributed to Albert Einstein. It is used to define insanity or folly, highlighting that without changing one's actions, outcomes will remain the same, often linked to a need for change in behavior or strategy. I knew I was not crazy. But yeah, that's the definition of, or that's not the definition, but it's kind of related to what insanity is. If you are doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, that's not normal, you know? If every time you did something and you ended up bleeding from it, and you keep doing it hoping that you won't bleed the next time you do it, that's what kind of insanity is, you know? I know that example is extreme, but it's I know a lot of people out there that are doing the same thing over and over again. And when I say the same thing, I mean the exact same thing with the exact same system, not changing something small, but they're just saying, okay, I'll do the exact same thing this time and hope that things will change or hope that things will be different. It's not going to work, you know. I think that if you do the same thing over and over again, it's a good thing because it shows consistency. But at the same time, you should change some of the thing, some of the things in what you're doing so that you can expect a different result each time. You're still being consistent, but you're just expecting a different result. That's what I that's what I personally believe in. I believe that doing the same thing over and over again results in like if someone told me they're doing the same thing over and over again, the exact same thing, the exact same way, I would really question them because that's not normal. That's a very weird thing to do. But yeah, every person needs a side hustle. You cannot be doing the same thing over and over again. You need to find new systems, new things. You need to learn new skills. You need to implement new things into your life, new habits. You need to get rid of old habits. You need to get rid of things that are negative to your life. You need to start doing positive habits and start adding positive things to your life. Like if you don't wake up and just take a walk, whether it's in your house, just walk around the house maybe 2 times, or just take a walk outside your neighborhood or your backyard or whatever. Just to wake up and walk. And I don't mean wake up and get out of bed and start walking long distances. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just walking, just exercising your muscles before you actually focus on what you're doing. Waking up, shower. I know so many people that, not I know so many people, but I know that there are a lot of people out there that are not showering every day, or not taking care of themselves every day. They are not forming good habits every day. They're doing negative things every day, which is very harmful to their lives, and it's a negative impact to their lives. If you're one of those people, don't be one of those people that has negative impacts to their lives, or you're self-harming yourself. Have a positive impact to your life. Don't be doing crazy things that are negative and expecting a different result. But yeah, that's all I have to say pretty much. You need to have something going on in your life. Another reason is also like you build new relationships doing that. Like I know there was a time that I was kind of gaining weight and kind of doing nothing with myself. I was very depressed during that time, and I started gymming. Yeah, I have dumbbells in my room. I didn't go to the gym. I bought dumbbells and started gymming. Started getting muscle, right? And through that, I found out that I was doing more habits. I was now really interested in, finance, not money. I was just interested in how finances work and how to protect your assets and stuff like that. Yeah. And through doing that, I was now able to build connections with other people, now able to have more conversations with more people about finance and about different things, you know. So yeah, I believe that every person needs a side hustle, not only for the side hustle, but also because the relationships it creates when you have a side hustle. You expand your skill set, you become a more resourceful person. Also, another thing you need to realize is that people, if people, okay, people are your friends for a reason. Yes, I know there's some friends that you've had since childhood, but they're only friends with you because you've known them since childhood, right? And then there are some friends that you've met recently, or some people that you talk to. They are only your friends for a reason. They will not talk to you if you were a bum, or if you had nothing going on for yourself. They talk to you because you're resourceful to some degree, right? You're resourceful to some degree. So if you become an insanely resourceful person, a lot of people would want to talk to you and want to gain knowledge from you. So just become a resourceful person. You can do that by getting a side hustle, learning something, doing something, being active, not just sitting on your phone and scroll on TikTok. Because I used to be that person. I used to be on my phone. I used to be on TikTok and Instagram Reels for at least 3 hours a day. That's a lot of time that I was wasting. Now I wish I could go back and get that time back, but I can't. I wish there was more time in the day just to get the stuff that I want to get done. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and as always, from Africa to the world, let's build wealth. Peace.